everyone, welcome to this week's session of Studio from Home with the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia. My name is Aiden Gillis and I'm the Indigenous Arts Programmer at the Gallery. Today I'm going to share with you a drawing activity that you can do from home inspired by Mi'kmaq Quillwork designs. First, before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about the artwork of Dalpamka Mi'kmaq artist Jordan Bennett, and then we're going to talk about color, shape, and line. After that, we're going to be ready to jump into our own projects. So stay tuned for that. Kadua Midajic is an installation wall painting, meaning that it has physical sculptural pieces as well as being painted directly onto the wall. Jordan takes his inspiration from the shapes, lines, and colors in Mi'kmaq Quillwork baskets and chair seat covers from the mid-1800s to the early 1900s. With this work, he continues the designs of Quillworks past the edges of the wood and expands it onto the wall to continue the story and bring it so much life. Here's a nesting basket created by Bridget Ann Sock, or Miss Thomas Glode, in the late 1800s. This basket is one of several that fit inside one another. In Mi'kmaq Quillwork practices, we see a lot of geometry. Geometry is a kind of mathematics that explains how to build or draw shapes, measure them, and compare them. Quillwork artists would have used whatever they could find to create accurate shapes and achieve these intricate patterns and designs, such as bowls or tools similar to a compass. The creators would draw their designs with a pencil first and then use that to guide where they would lay down their quills. Traditional Mi'kmaq designs are a special cultural tradition for Mi'kmaq communities, so we won't be recreating these designs, but I will show you techniques implemented in creating these designs to create our own drawings while thinking about shape, color, and line. In this section of the basket, we see pattern, columns of quills facing the same direction, with every second column facing the opposite way. We see the zigzag pattern going all the way around the basket. For this activity, we're going to be exploring color. As you can see, the quills used in Old and New Mi'kmaq artwork are often very colorful. The color wheel is a great way to help us choose color combinations that look really satisfying. This is a standard wheel with 6 colors. 3 of these are actually primaries, red, yellow, and blue. These 3 colors can be mixed to create literally any color you can think of. For example, yellow and blue make green. Blue and red make violet, and red and yellow make orange. So if red and yellow are primary colors, then what are the other colors called? These are called secondary colors. I love this wheel, but it represents the bare minimum with only 6 colors. Today I'm going to show you a technique that you may not have learned in school. This color wheel has twice as many colors. It has all of the colors of the last one, with more colors added in between each of the original swatches. As we go around the wheel, we see green, yellow, yellow, orange, etc. That one extra color added in between the primaries and the secondaries gives us so many more options to work with. The way we will choose our colors today will follow one of 2 color scheme techniques. First, we have the analogous scheme, selecting 2 to 4 colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. When deciding about which colors to use, think about the mood you want your drawing to have. More warm colors will give you a lively and energetic drawing, while more cool colors will give you a calmer, chiller drawing. The second technique we're going to look at is the triadic scheme, selecting 3 colors that are evenly spaced on the color wheel. Each color that you choose should have 3 swatches in between each one. These are the colors I'll choose for my drawing with the analogous color scheme. Alright, so for this project, we're going to be using materials that you'll have at home. For drawing, we'll be using pencils, highlighters, color pencils, Sharpies, markers, crayons, erasers, and a pencil sharpener will come in really handy as well for this project. And for a surface, we're going to be using paper, whether that's lined paper, sketchbook paper, or computer paper. Any of that will work out just fine. And what you'll want to do is go around your house and find different objects that you can trace. For me, I found various dishes, such as cups. This one has like a nice circle on this side and a angular shape on this side. I also have lids from mason jars because we want as many different sizes as we can get for this project. Bowls. And I even found a roll of tape. This roll of tape is going to come in really handy as well. So any different shapes that you can find, and you don't have to just go for circles and geometric shapes too. Find anything traceable. For me, I think I'm going to use this cute little fox head coaster to create my design when we do this together. Alright, so for our working area, we're going to want a clean, firm, and flat area to lay our paper for a smooth drawing. This could be on a piece of cardboard, a book, a table, or a floor. Just avoid any surface with lumps and grooves. And make sure to have all of your materials nearby. Select a larger object from your collection and trace it with a pencil on the paper. Trace another object on the inside of this object, and don't be scared to do different types of lines. I'm going to do a zigzag line to create a fun border for my piece. Notice how each time the pencil hits the bowl, I'm going to take that up and see what it looks like. I think that looks great. You see all of these different points all line up in the same place. I do want to finish off this border, so I'm going to put the bowl back down. And you want to make sure you have a good firm hold on this bowl so it doesn't slip around. Otherwise you'll get some kind of cinnamon roll spiral eventually. Alright, switch between using large and small traceable items so that they overlap but they don't intersect one another's lines. You'll notice as I trace these circles, I'm not cutting through the border here. Now I'm going to take a smaller one and create a rainbow type shape on the inside of each one of these circles. Now I'm going to take my object and I'm going to trace this in the middle. Alright, so now that we have our shapes with patterned zigzag lines, add blocks of color from your analogous or triadic color scheme. Notice how I start on the outside of the shape and then color on the inside. Well, and thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more lessons coming out on Sundays from Studio from Home with the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia.